Welcome back, dear viewers. As we said earlier that in our second segment of the program, we will talk about the tourism industry here in Egypt, and we'll try to know more about international reports on the performance of this vital industry. As the international media report hailed Egypt tourism industry and said that Egypt is one of the best mid-pandemic travel destinations. And to know more about these reports, we are joined now by Dr. Yahya Abdelkader. He is a tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Great, sir. So as I've just said that we have U.S. news sites and the CNN issued a report on Egypt and said that Egypt is one of the best mid-pandemic travel destinations. So how do you read this report?
Well, actually, our, ministries, of tourism and health, they worked hard, diligently, to develop such a criteria. We've been following the criteria of the World Health Organization, World Tourism Organization. And that's why we were capable of receiving guests and visitors. And we finished just like early this month, the Handball World Championship. It was a successful and safe. That's why the CNN Travel ranked Egypt as a top destination for travelers this year, as well as the Telegraph International from London indicated the same thing. The Archaeology magazine in New York, it's a top publication, highlighted Egypt as a must-see site, due to the extensive excavations of the Saqqara necropolis.
So, sir, as we are talking about this interesting report, and it was in an initiative launched by this U.S. channel called Unlocking the World, and it is a recent initiative launched by the American news site that features different tourist destinations. So, to what extent this report also will help in boosting tourism in Egypt?
Well, it is very healthy and very incremental because, as I already mentioned, worldwide media, this channel, plus the CNN, the Telegraph from London, the Archaeology from New York. And last week, there was a Swiss survey conducted for 20 destinations worldwide, and Egypt ranked as the top destinations for visitors who love to visit and tour when, conditions and regulations are accessible, after this pandemic that we're witnessing currently. Yes.
So, sir, also there is an initiative launched by the Ministry of Tourism itself, which is Enjoy Your Winter in Egypt. So, this initiative was launched by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in coordination with the Ministry of Civil Aviation and Egyptian Hotel Association. And it started from the 15th of January until the end of February. So, can you tell us more about this initiative?
Well, really enjoying, winter vacation, in Egypt is a great initiative, started by the Ministry of Tourism jointly with the Egypt Air and affiliated airlines. So really the Egypt Air made an excellent offer, like 50% discount on resorts like Luxor, Aswan, Red Sea resorts, 50%. That made it accessible for many local visitors, to visit, as well as Ministry of Tourism encouraged the hotels, associations and properties in this region to make tour packages, affordable and accessible to Egyptian families.
Yes.
And so far, I know about royalties from Europe who will be flying to Egypt next week, from the European Union to spend their winter vacations in Luxor, Aswan. So really this campaign has been very successful and blissful, yes.
So, sir, do you think that we need more campaigns in the coming period as we are approaching summer and spring as well? So, do you think more campaigns to be launched in the coming period after enjoying winter here in Egypt?
Definitely. The Ministry of Tourism, is launching a 3-year campaign to promote, Egyptian antiquities and resorts and attractions, as well as they've been since early January, inviting world bloggers and YouTubers from at least 10 countries nationwide to visit, they spend about 10, 15 days, and they communicate and send the messages, on digital and social media. So this is part of the upcoming campaign currently performed by the Ministry of Tourism jointly with Egypt Air, and has been very successful as well.
Also, there is a decision by the Irish government to resume flights to Sharm el-Sheikh and ease travel restrictions. To what extent this move will have positive impact on the industry, will encourage other European countries to resume their flights as well?
Well, definitely last week, there were 30 international flights that landed in Hurghada, Marsa Alam, and Sharm el-Sheikh. Condor Airlines, for example, flew from Hamburg and Frankfurt.
Yes.
We have like 250 passengers. We had visitors from Poland, Czech, Ukraine, Lithuania will be flying back to a Red Sea resort next month. Thomas Cook, British, corporation, will resume flights to Egypt again, as well as Irish Airlines, Aer Lingus, inshallah. Yes.
So, sir, now we can see that there are renovation works in Tahrir Square and other areas here in Egypt. To what extent this, especially Tahrir Square, reflects the greatness of Egypt's old civilization?
Well, really, we have to thank the government. They spent like a hefty budget, over 200 million pounds to renovate the Tahrir Square. It looks, very, exceptional, and especially if you go by the after sunset and you see the lighting, and the obelisk and everything, really looks like state of the art, very attractive.
Yes.
As well as we have to remember that downtown Cairo, when we go through, which many times it has been developed and remodeled, as well as the Fustat area, the National Museum for Civilization, Magal Ayoun, and all this area. Really, shortly, when we'll go for the opening for the Fustat Museum, it's amazing how it has been remodeled and conserved, and the world media is observing and thanking this. Yes.
So we can say that the COVID-19 pandemic gives it a chance to renovate many places here in Egypt and be ready to welcome more tourists in the coming period.
Definitely, and the Ministry of Tourism as well is planning an agenda for the pre-opening activities of the Grand Egyptian Museum. And as I know here, they have been visiting, the Grand Museum and making interviews with the leaders and the project managers of the museum. So this campaign has to be launched from now until 6-7 months when, inshallah, we own the Grand Egyptian Museum and it becomes one of the world icons of archaeology and Egyptology as well.
So, sir, if we talk about Egypt's history and civilization, of course, ignore the excavation work in Saqqara necropolis and its importance, and to what extent also it will help in boosting tourism in the coming years.
Well, in a drawing, the admiration, and encouragement of the world, because we have Egyptian expeditions who are working on this with a number of international universities and scholars of Egyptology as well. So this has been, the catch where everybody would like to come and check the discoveries. And we have to remember that next Monday, on February 22nd, the sun rays will set
it's an important event.
And shine on the statue of Ramesses II, at the Abu Simbel Temple.
Will we hold a special event for this?
Exactly, and world visitors worldwide, they will be flying to Luxor and Aswan. Well, this, as we all know, this is a sun alignment. It occurs like twice a year, on 22nd of November, the coronation day of Ramesses II and his birthday, and they planned the packages, to be at this time of the year, because it is a rare event that was happening for over 3,000 years ago.
So finally, I'd like you, Dr. Yahya Abdelkader, a tourism expert. Thank you, sir, for this precious information. Short break, and we'll be back, so stay tuned.